Moonbeam, or GLMR, that's the ticker. Moonbeam has had an awful time since launch. It has basically been dying slowly in terms of price action. Launched, went to highs of like $11, nowhere close now. We can see it at 16 cents. The thing is Moonbeam was one of the most hyped projects when it came out. It is the go-to platform in terms of if you are building on the Polkadot ecosystem. I want to take a look at how this has expanded, what's changed over the last couple of years, and really where can it go in terms of price. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new here and you don't know what this spreadsheet is, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. Now in the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. They were cryptos that I expected were going to make me very good money. You can see what these coins were worth when I recorded the videos. You can also see the highs that all these cryptos hit in under a year and a half. It was around 16 months. And these are what your profits would have been if you'd have bought, $100 worth of these cryptos when I released the videos, sat them for 15 or 16 months and sold them. And your total profit in under a year and a half would have been over 123 grand. Now the thing is obviously you don't have a year and a half to sort your portfolios out. We're in a bull cycle right now. And while the altcoin market is yet to rip, it is going to rip sooner or later. And if you're sitting there holding cryptos you're not confident in, it's because they're not going to make you any money. If that's the case, get on to copymycrypto.com. Just have a look through the site. On there, you'll see what my members have earned. You can read all about the successes we've had, watch the videos. You can also see my members' testimonials. And if after reading through it all you like what you see, guys, try out the service. It's where I share my portfolio with my members. And when I'm ready to buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the coin and the price that I'm going to do it at. So my members can copy along exactly, get in and out of coins, same price as me, so they make the same profit without any work at all. And like I say, verify everything that you read, confirm it all, and if you like what you see, guys, try out the service before these markets really rip. Now, Moonbeam, look at that long-term chart. Is that the most miserable? That's like Zcash level crap in terms of long-term chart. That is awful. I mean, they launched right at the end of the bull cycle, to be fair to them. I mean, bull cycle ended basically in January of 2022. It hit highs of $29.84 when it launched. Never been close to that again. Had a kind of nice little bounce when it dropped to around $2.30, and then got back to over $5 sort of 40 before again another pullback, and then this slow slide down. I mean, highest it's hit this year was 63 cents, so it's still a way away from that right now. Market cap 146 mil. Volume 5 million a day, and that's up 34%, although granted, yesterday was a Sunday, so yeah, it's knocking around 4 or 5 million pretty much every day. Still a couple 100 mil tokens to be released. Token unlocks, by the way, aren't exactly there we go. So token unlocks, they're not exactly like killer at this point, 4 mil a month basically every month. Granted, they are to founders and early employees as well as future employee incentives. So it is worth noting, they can sell if they want. So Polkadot have launched, Polkadot's Moonbeam, have launched a governance guild. This is hopefully a big advancement for the for decentralized governance. Though I'm just of the belief that governance is just a nightmare at the moment in terms of crypto. I think there's simple solutions not being looked at. In terms of Moonbeam, it's an ETH compatible smart contract parachain on Polkadot. It makes it easy to use ETH developer tools to redeploy or build Solidity projects on a Polkadot ecosystem. And it's a highly specialized parachain that mirrors Ethereum's entire infrastructure effectively. In terms of their compatibility, it is one of the best in the space in terms of making it as simple as possible for developers. Like, developers can use all Solidity smart contracts immediately, no need to rewrite or reconfigure. They've got all the existing developer tools as well. They also have all the accounts that can interact with Moonbeam directly, and you can tap into the most integrations on Polkadot using oracles, bridges, wallets, etc. So they are built as pretty much as well as they can be built. It was started by Derek Yu, who's one of the guys behind Pure Stake. Moonbeam is one of the most invested in projects in the Polkadot ecosystem. Heavily backed. Got lots of Web3 grants. In terms of, I just don't do the graphics, man. Average transaction per block is around 700. They've had over 20 security audits. They've got over 72 collators now. Transaction finality is 30 seconds. Block time is 5 seconds. So put it into context, every block time is 5 seconds. You've got 700 transactions per block. So approximately 140 transactions effectively per second, given that. There are a few featured projects here. You've got Stellar Swap, you've got Beam Swap, Moonwell, Carbify, Everloot, and Diode, which is an open zero trust deep-in network with messaging and VPN apps. Now, they've obviously fancied up this website. I just really would encourage people to not use all this graphics. It does bug the use of the website out. It is it just makes it a bit crap to use. Just really don't bother. In terms of use cases, we can take a look at where their use cases are at right now. So you've got true digital ownership and interoperability. You can get enhanced gaming experience because they've got their multi-chain setup. Governance empowerment is obviously a big thing that they're trying to push. Players and creators can influence game ecosystems through decentralized governance. Gaming seems to be an area that Moonbeam are particularly fond of. Support the development of gaming experiences that allow for player input and decision making using multi-chain functionality. They've got obviously real world assets, which they look like they don't particularly care about that much based on the way that was structured, although it can be moved around. And deepen these decentralized physical infrastructure networks. Now, that's an area that I actually think should be focused on from most projects that can focus on deepen, because deepen has a wider reach than just crypto. It can reach people so far outside of crypto. That's how you sort of show the value of blockchain tech truly. So they're trying to push on a number of different frontiers. If we want to take a look and explore the Moonbeam sort of network, we can see what apps they've got up and running at the moment. Goddamn cookies, man. Oh, hurry up, man. Did that seriously just tell me I've got to accept that for that? That's just irritating. Fine. So, in terms of where their projects are at right now, so Moonwell, top value locked 15 mil, users 42,000. You've got top value locked 1.6 mil on Prime Protocol. Stellar Swap's got 15 mil. There's some money here knocking about, but it's not tons. It's nowhere close to tons at all. There needs to be some significant growth on their DeFi, on the DeFi realm of Moonbeam, like dramatically increase. In terms of staking, we can have a look and see where we're at in terms of staking. So, let's have a look at collators. So, Moonbeam collators. So, current APR is 7.5%. As you can see, these are all the pools. Minimum bond 50 glimmer for most of them. Like to know more from a numbers perspective. Wow. Okay. It's not great. So staking glimmer wise, can we see if there are any? There we go. So counted backing after unbonding. Right, so there's quite a lot being staked, right? So there's quite a lot bonded in position for staking. That's not bad. So yeah, it's okay, a decent amount. I mean, you look what how many rows have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bloody hell. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. So I think it's 76 collators, average of about 4 million per thing. So you're looking at about 300 mil or thereabouts in terms of staked Moonbeam. So yeah, decent percentage. Problem is this. I mean, this chart is absolutely horrific. Now, it is worth noting. Look, Moonbeam is everywhere except Coinbase. So it's possible that it could end up on Coinbase and get a, that would cause some excitement. Obviously, that would cause a price pump for Moonbeam, and then potentially from there we could see really significant growth in terms of price. As of right now, it does look like I'm closing that because it's lagging everything. As of right now, the ecosystem is underdeveloped from where it could have, like where I would want to see it. So just from the principle of like DeFi, total value locked is weak on really weak on DeFi. It's really weak on DEXs, to be honest. Bridges, again, you can see what there is. Lending, it's okay. I mean, it's not looking fantastic, is what I'll say. And I think it does look like there's going to be a lot of work here to try and boost this. It looks like the hype and the excitement behind Moonbeam has dwindled quite dramatically. And for that excitement to come back looks to be quite a challenge. Especially when the highest that it's kind of got this past year is around about 70 cents or so. So it's like, quarter of that now, between a quarter and a fifth of that now. Now, obviously, Moonbeam hasn't actually been through a bull cycle. So given that this is its first bull cycle, you can make the argument that it could get back to launch price, which was like $11. I don't think there's a chance in hell it's getting back to that price point, because there's not enough money in the ecosystem right now. There's just nowhere close to enough money. Can you make the argument that it can get back to half that? Well, that would put it at basically around $5. That's between 30 and 40x. I don't think you can make that argument right now. The question is going to be how much growth do they have in terms of user base? Because right now, the users aren't there in the DeFi and the DEXing and the lending protocols. Maybe the gaming is where they're going to have the growth, but right now, their marketing, their whole foundation needs to be focused on drawing in users to use the many DeFi, DEXs, lending protocols, games that they have on top of their system. And if they can do that, then we could see some growth for Moonbeam. But right now, I'm hesitant to think that this is even going to get to $1 this bull cycle. Things look quite bearish for this. So there's a lot of work to do. If the team can onboard a lot more users and get a lot more total value locked into all the protocols that have been built upon Moonbeam, then yeah, maybe it gets back to $1. And if there's a resurgence and excitement for Moonbeam, maybe it gets listed on a Coinbase. That's really the only way I could see this doing something big, like getting to $3 or $4. But right now, nothing is screaming this is going to get back to $5 or $10. It's just so far away from it. There's a lot of work here. So yeah, the two there are two massive priorities here. They've got to get users and they've got to get more total value locked into all the protocols on top of them. And if they can do that, then we can see it. We can certainly see it try and get to $1 from there. with a Coinbase listing, that's his best shot. But yeah, does it get to 5? Highly unlikely now. I think, really we're looking at $1, maybe 2 or 3 at a push. But let me know what you guys think about this. Do you remember when Moonbeam launched? There was a lot of excitement around Moonbeam. So that has obviously dwindled. Is it going to come back? Big question. Do you know anyone that's using Moonbeam right now? If you're using Moonbeam a ton, why are you using it when there's so many DeFi index options out there? Share in the comments. And guys, look, we're in a bull cycle right now. If you're not happy with the cryptos you own or confident in the cryptos you own, get something done about it today. Get onto copymycrypto.com. Have a look at the site. On there, you will see what my members have earned. You will see the successes we have had. It's all public record as well, so you can verify it all online. On copymycrypto.com, I share with my members the coins that I own. When I'm ready to buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the coin that I'm going to buy or sell, price I'm going to do it at, so my members can copy along exactly. They'll make the same profit as me without any work at all. And like I said, on the site, you can verify everything that you read, you watch, you see. And if you like what you see, guys, try out the service, because these markets are going to rip soon. And if you're holding coins you're not confident in, it's because they're not going to make you cash. And that is it from me. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye-bye.